We are in a climate emergency that has reached breaking point. Extreme climate-related events on a national and international scale are being experienced by many countries across the world. Rising global temperatures, melting ice caps, and a rise in the frequency of extreme weather events are all having significant and life-changing consequences for communities and the environment. In early 2022, Northern Ireland set a target of net zero carbon emissions by 2050 in the Climate Change Bill. This follows a commitment in 2019, which saw the UK become the first major economy to set a 100% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. But it's not only governments that are responding. There are growing public calls for immediate action on the climate crisis, and we have seen this at first hand on our own campus, with staff, students and the wider community eager to see the university lead regionally and internationally to help reduce the impacts of climate change for future generations. Since 2010, the university has invested over 10 million on carbon reduction projects, which have helped reduce our emissions by 21%. Further investments have been made to ensure the campus is more sustainable across all aspects of our operations, including waste reduction, sustainable travel, and campus food and drink. However, achieving net zero carbon, the next step in the journey, will require a step change in ambition, behaviour, and in the investment decisions that we make in future years. Strategy 2030 helps us with this journey. It makes clear our commitment to transitioning to a carbon-neutral society and in embracing the Sustainable Development Goals across our activities. Critically, delivering on net zero will depend on us integrating climate action into all that we do as a university. In developing the plan, we undertook a number of engagement activities to ensure that it reflected the views, priorities, expertise and knowledge of our Queen's community. This included a net zero branded campaign with a range of workshops and an all-staff and student survey. Using the year 2018-19 as a baseline, the university generated around 105,000 tonnes of carbon as a result of our activities. 80% of our emissions come from our Scope 3 activities, such as travel and procurement, with only 20% coming from our energy usage on campus. With this information, we set about developing a net zero target for the university by focusing on principles for reducing emissions, increasing our uptake of renewable energy, and removing any remaining emissions using offsetting. Our plan sets out our aspiration to achieve net zero by 2040 across Scope 1, 2 and 3 of our carbon footprint. It sets out the key principles to deliver this target through a holistic approach to reducing emissions across the institution, improving our resilience and response to the impacts of climate change, carbon offsetting where appropriate, and aligning all of this with our university values. Using our carbon baseline, we have identified a comprehensive series of actions which will drive the required reductions in carbon by 2040. For our direct emissions, our Scope 1 and 2 emissions, these include energy conservation measures, decarbonisation of our heating systems, using more renewable energy sources, ensuring the electricity we purchase is renewable, replacing our fleet with EV alternatives. For our indirect Scope 3 emissions, these are focused on avoiding and reducing unnecessary business travel, increasing uptake of sustainable travel modes, embedding net zero design and construction in all capital work projects, embedding net zero principles and requirements across our supply chain. Successful delivery of this plan will require the buy-in and support from everyone, winning the hearts and minds of all our Queen's community. Our plan highlights key actions we will take to empower and support our staff and students to play their part. These include delivery of our Sustainable Lab programme LEAF, widening access to our carbon literacy training across the university, a dedicated communications plan to promote key messages on the university's net zero journey. In conclusion, the climate crisis will have a significant impact on younger members of society in years to come. As a higher education institution, we have a responsibility to limit our impact on the climate crisis and to prepare students for a changing and challenging future. Reaching net zero emissions will require collective effort and support from all our staff, students, and external stakeholders. To achieve this, we must ensure that we integrate climate action into all that we do, including the management and care of our staff and students, the oversight of our research and teaching, and our infrastructure, assets, and operations, as well as through our engagement with internal and external stakeholders.